You want to know how to book RV campsites? You got to get this software, see? This RV travel's tough. And this'll get you what you need. 'Cause the wizard knows his stuff. Meet me on the other side. Welcome back to My Travel Window, where we help you maximize your travel without taking ourselves too seriously. In our last episode, we told you about how we planned a trip across the United States and eventually to all 48 continental states. Today, I want to talk about the program we used to plan all of those stops. If you look at the map that we laid out last time, which is shown here, you're going to see 130 campsites that we stayed in over the course of a little over 2 years. Every one of those campsites was booked with the help of something called RV Trip Wizard. There's lots of things that you can use to help you in camping. If you're going to do any lengthy trip like this, I can't think of any tool that's better. If you stay to the end, I'll tell you the story of this iconic RV photo. I don't have time to do a complete how-to video, but I will give the links in the description to some that you may want to check out. But at least I want to show you the major features and do a walkthrough of picking a single campsite. First, it's customized to your RV. You can enter the height, weight, length of your RV, and it will route you around places that are unsafe for your rig. You can also choose to avoid freeways, avoid tunnels, avoid tolls, avoid ferries. It also helps you budget by allowing you to enter mileage, expected costs for fuel, campground expenses, etc. Secondly, it's customized to you. You can tell it a range of how many miles you want to travel. It will show you where you need to search for campsites. And the core of the program is a database of 20,000 campsites. You can filter on certain types of campgrounds. You can search for features like types of hookups. We're going to illustrate that in just a moment. Then it lets you compare in detail camping locations, giving up-to-date ratings by users who've stayed there, even telling you when they stayed. And when you choose a site, it shows you how to get to their website, gives you their phone number for reservations. And then when you're ready to travel, it gives you a GPS that guides you to the campsite. For illustration, I've put in a sample trip, starting from a campground in Spokane and going to Mount Rushmore in June. The trip is about 900 miles, and I decided I wanted to go somewhere between 200 and 300 miles a day. I decided that I could travel there in 3 days of about 300 miles each. For us, this is a comfortable travel that allows us to smell roses along the way. When you're done, it'll prepare you a complete itinerary like the one shown here. The program is online, and it's not free. If you're a full-time RVer like we were, the $49 yearly plan works great. We used this over the course of about 3 years, so I figure it worked out to about $1 a campsite. Before I do a demo of how I do research just to narrow it down to a single campsite, let me take this opportunity to invite you to subscribe and hit the like button. This just tells YouTube you like the content we have and encourages them to get it out to other people. Thanks. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to show you how I drill down and find campgrounds. What you have on the screen is a map that shows the area around Mount Rushmore National Monument. It's the purple circle in the middle of the screen. Now, Mount Rushmore is located between the towns of Custer, which is to the lower left of the park, and Rapid City, which is to the upper right. Now all around you see all of these campgrounds that are available. If I click on the little research button, it says there are 104 parks within that proximity of the Mount Rushmore. But I don't want to go through 104 different parks. So first of all, I say, okay, I only want parks that are rated 4 stars or better out of 5. I want a nice place. Okay, that narrows it to 51 parks. Okay, now out of those 51 parks, I want to stay at a place that has electric. It doesn't have to have full hookup, doesn't have to have 50 amp, but it does have to have 30 amp because that's what I am. So if I click on that, that narrows me down to 36. So I've already got from 100 to 36. I don't need restrooms, laundry, any of those things, but I am interested in price. I'm not interested in the really expensive places, which there are none, or the $3 ones. I just want either one or two. And now I'm down to 26 parks. Okay, so it says of those 20 of the parks that are in view of the original, so there's some Good Sam parks, there's some Passport America, there's No Thousand Trails, there are some KOAs. Well, I like Good Sam, I like KOA, and I like Passport America. And so now we've narrowed it down to 9 parks. So now, let me scroll down. Now I go out to those 9 parks and I just click on them and say, what are they like? Well, this one gets an 8.5 out of 10. It's $2 signs. It has all of these amenities. And I can say, well, okay, compare that to this Good Sam Park. It's 8.5. It has all these amenities. But I want to know more details than that. So I click on this park and I say, what are the details of this park? So I discover that it has 99 campsites in it. And if I look at the features, it will show here's all the various features that are there. But I want to go to reviews. I want to know what people say. This says very hilly terrain, not good for seniors. Uh-oh. And here's the nightly price that they paid and when they paid. And shows you all people who actually stayed there. So you can see it's about 47 to 50 bucks a night. Okay, so that's that one. How about this one down here? Big Pine. Well, it's rated 9.3. Very nice rating. Let's go to the details of that park and go to the reviews of it. So, centrally located for all parks. Cute town of Custer, beautiful with lots of trees. I see the rates that are here of when people have stayed. I can scroll down and say, that looks pretty nice. Now, as I promised, the story behind the iconic RV campground picture. In the fall of 2020, we took a 3-month trip to the East Coast. The trip was partly planned around visiting Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont to see the fall colors. They were indeed stunning. But my favorite picture of all is this drone shot of an RV park in Lexington, Kentucky. Kentucky Horse Park is unique. It is a park entirely dedicated to education about and competition among horses. It's where owners of horses across the state or region come and do exhibitions and contests, and this RV park was developed to support that nearby horse competition. It's run by the state of Kentucky, so it's a state park. It's one of the most beautiful parks we've ever been in. It is relatively cheap. It was less than $40 a night. And the thing is, locals know all about it, but you would never know to go look for it. And as you can see, it was one of our diamond in the rough experiences. A beautiful place, especially in the fall. Without RV Trip Wizard, we never would have found it. Until next time, happy travels.